Welcome to 2B2T No Life. 2B2T No Life is a video series where 2B2T content creators fight for the title of Biggest No Lifer through a series of games and death challenges. It's like Last Life, but with 2B2T players. The rules of the game are simple. Everyone gets 3 lives and must work together to acquire resources and secure a base. But on a player's last life, all alliances are cut off and they must kill, steal, and grief to make sure they don't lose. Think of it as Minecraft hardcore, but with 3 lives. Oh, and it all takes place in 2B2T spawn. Except we've also loaded 1.18 chunks underneath it and set a world border of 1,000 blocks. Traversing the dangerous map will be a test that only the most experienced Anarchy players can overcome. Most people can't even escape spawn without dying. We'll have to live here. Each creator will have a different perspective leading up to the final showdown, so make sure to tune into them all so you don't miss a single beat. Special thanks to Turbin and Orson for getting the server plugins running, and to Bezo Passin for bringing us all together. This is 2B2T No Life.
Okay. Before we start kicking everything into gear and start focusing on personal projects and whatnot. So I want to make sure everyone has everything figured out before we start. Because this game's not confusing, but I want to make sure everyone knows exactly the ramifications of it, so nobody is caught off guard.
Okay. I missed where you post the IP. I'm sorry. What is it?
Yeah, I put.
If you scroll up in chat, here it's the most recent message. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, everybody talked at the same time. Okay, I got it. Thank you.
So we will be re-awarding hearts to those who sadly died multiple times on the Nether border. So you do have one heart left.
Wait, Malmena has 1 life?
I don't. I'm dead.
No.
Yeah, she died legit.
Yeah, she did die legit.
I totally died legit.
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, it was very sad.
It was very obvious that I wasn't going to survive.
When you have that attitude about it, of course you're not, but...
No, I'm sorry, Bezo. I'm sorry for disappointing you.
I mean, you owed it to your teammate to at least survive the first episode.
You didn't disappoint me. It was just very upsetting and traumatic.
I'm waiting for my best friend Maxi
to
join.
I'm going to leave one. I'm going to leave one gift on the server today.
Oh no.
Orson, I found your gift last week.
Did you?
I did.
It was a crystal, wasn't it?
Potentially.
Oh,
what do you mean potentially? Just like say it. I know people have crystals.
We all know now. We all know.
Like it's not a surprise.
It could be something else. You never know.
Could be.
You're not allowed to use
those
if you're not on 1 life, right? Or yeah, 1 life.
Yeah, no, you gotta be on 2 life to attack people.
1 life to attack people.
I guess theoretically though, you could set it up as a trap, like for your base.
Yep.
You know?
If you have it like on a pressure plate or something, you're not killing them. The pressure plate is.
I guess that is a loophole.
And then, but like,
alright, guys.
Don't like approach someone and then like place the crystal. And then, like,
guys, there is sugarcane on the server.
There is.
No, there isn't. No way. Unless you placed it, there's no.
Unless you've placed it, there's no way there's
sugarcane. And there isn't. Okay. All right, Beza. I mean, not Beza. Orson.
Me and Maxi were literally going around on the archive to try and find fucking sugarcane.
I don't know where it could even be.
I placed sugarcane on the server.
Okay, well, this is new. This is very new then.
Maxi, I know what we're doing then.
Yeah, I know what we're doing. Hold on, let me get my streaming set up real fast.
Good luck finding it. You're gonna need it.
I can't get in. Am I blocked or something?
Oh, you're not whitelisted, I don't think. Is Wilmana whitelisted, Orson?
I was just gonna do spectator recording. Actually, I'm having a really bad day. I think I'm just...
No, Wilmana is already whitelisted.
Oh, okay.
Well, let me get in there.
Oh, are you using the right IP?
I just copied and pasted it.
Oh.
I
wasn't sure if you saw it or not.
Right?
Yeah. All right. So if you guys don't know what about 2B2T No Life is, basically it's a awesome game created by our game master, Bezo Passin. Make sure to follow him on Twitch. Link is in the description of the stream. Basically, everybody gets 3 hearts. There are 10 sessions. If you die forever. and the person left standing is 2B2T's biggest no life. So this is going to be what, session 2? Session 2.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the second game.
Yes. Yeah, second game.
I still can't get in.
Is it already, like, are we playing already?
No.
Let's see, everybody in the Discord is on the
Oh,
server.
is my mic going?
We're waiting for a couple more people. Gujan, Forrest, Deloaded, and Duper. See if they'll join.
Good stuff. I'm just trying to get my thing working.
Yeah, I can't. This IP is not working for me.
So, oh, I think I've got my my mic on here twice. Sorry about that, stream. But delete that source. Let me know if that's better. Chaos Meadow, thank you so much. And please invite your friends to the stream. Who else is going to be streaming live this event? And who's making video?
I'm just making a video. I thought about
You guys
streaming
make-
it, but I think it'll just be a surprise.
If I can get in, I'm going to record. But I'll be in spectator.
Jack has best video commentary.
Oh, by far, by far.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe.
Did you fix your audio issues that you had last time?
Yes,
Jack?
I did. Bezo and I
Cool.
hashed that out.
All right, you know what? We'll go ahead and start right now. And if anyone wants to join during the session, they can join. Orson, is there a way to add them into the game after we
No,
start?
no. We actually have to start the session.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have to reset it.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay, is there? Okay.
I'll try to
Wait. Give me a minute.
Actually, that's probably not too bad of a thing to do, given the thing. If we reset it, it'll just that'll honestly add to it, because then it'll keep shifting people around and tying them to time.
Yeah. It's just gotta like display the splash screen over and over again.
See,
if
that's
we do
annoying.
that.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. What is the state of Herm right now?
State of Herm right now is that he's offline
yeah.
on Discord. Does everyone mind if the splash screen keeps coming up? I mean, it's kind of annoying, but
It is what it is.
It didn't conflict too badly with me. No.
I never got it once, actually. Like, even at the start.
yeah, I think there's something you can turn off to where
pretty sure
some people
disable
actually didn't get that. I don't think
You might have no render on or something.
I have, like, low particles, so maybe that's it.
No, I think it might be like no render.
1.18.1, right?
Well, anyways, we can go
Yes.
ahead and start now. Orson, if you wanna, we need to go ahead and award lives too.
Yeah, what we'll do, we'll just start the session and then we'll
I'll let
award the
I'll let
lives.
you on that technical stuff. 'Cause-
Okay, I'm in.
Do you have the list of hearts that I need to give to people? Because I have not kept track of that.
Yeah, everybody has 3 hearts except for Sirach and Maxi. They both have 2 hearts. Maxi, why aren't you on the server?
Give me a sec. I'm trying to start the stream. It says I'm not whitelisted, actually.
Now
Oh.
being soulbound, if one of us loses a life. So what about our total pool? Is our total pool
I'm on an
combined or what?
Oh,
How
So
does this?
basically how this is going to work, guys, is you are tied to one other player. You're live,
Yes.
so if they die, you also die.
Whoa.
Orson and
I'm sorry,
Vincent
I have to mute myself because I'm not playing.
are fresh. Ooh.
Fresh and
I
Sirach.
love it. It tells you everybody. Nice.
Bezo
Oh
and
wait,
Milana.
this is busted. This is busted.
Oh yeah, I was about to say
wait.
like
Wait, what
Jack
happened?
has
has
gone
gone
rogue.
rogue.
What?
What happened?
Oh, that means
Wait,
you're not
what
tied to
happened? Yeah,
anyone.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like,
Right.
I was never
We
tied
just
to
need
anyone
to, guys, we just need to award the hearts. So,
Here, yeah, we need. It would have made more sense if I was tied to Jack. I
Dude,
wish we had a rule
wait,
in
who
there.
am I
against
tied to? How do I
spectators.
check?
That didn't make sense.
yeah. Well, can we
I just
manually
didn't
set
mind
it though?
that.
Can we manually set it and override the thing?
Hold on.
Orson,
who am I
there's
tied
no way. Oh man.
no.
Here, actually,
No, you
Mamana,
didn't.
why don't you leave for a second, and then we try that again. And
Part of me wants to be rogue. That sounds so cool. I don't know actually if that's a good idea or not. That might actually just be a huge disadvantage. We'll see.
actually, it's a huge advantage because then if
Oh, it
someone
is?
dies, you aren't.
Yeah, I'm not
tied.
worried about someone else's carelessness. This, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call foreshadowing.
All right, Mamana, I'll let you know when to rejoin. Whenever this process is over.
So I'm confused. Are we? we're being tied to someone.
Yeah. Okay. So if they die, you die, which means you will literally die.
Uh-huh.
Like you die and drop
So
your stuff.
essentially, it says we're all at 3, right?
Yes.
So
But after.
Bezos at 4.
Oh yeah, we should have taken their hearts away before doing this, Orson. Because now when
Check.
is it gonna kill them when you take their hearts away?
Ooh.
I'm a little bit confused.
Orson, is it gonna kill them when you take their hearts away? Like maxi?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, well then we need
That's
to.
right.
We
Need to
do that
redo.
first and then do this. Yeah.
We have to redo this.
Oh no. It's
They won't?
so you're just gonna go and remove the hearts from people. To slash no life. Remove,
Herm will
heart
not be
remove.
available for the session.
Uh-oh. Why?
Rip. The internet, I'd assume.
Yeah, I just read it.
Oh, I didn't read his message. Ooh. Yeah, it feels bad, man.
And then you can just check the hearts with slash no life.
Well, it's just Bezos is like dead.
It's got missing 2 hearts. We just updated the rendering of this so that, yeah.
Wait, what's going on?
So everyone can join. Get everybody that needs to join. Like Mamana can come back. I'll put her into spectator mode. We'll make sure she's dead.
Yeah, this is
You're,
already in my brain. We figured this out.
Your chat last, what was it, 2 weeks ago now, that said kill the woman? Whoever's that was, you know, that chat was a little more on the nose than they realize.
Wow.
Kill the woman, women are valid, no, we shouldn't kill her. I remember that conversation for some reason.
Thing is, she killed herself.
Yeah,
You
I know,
was
right?
killed by all those people that I killed. Their skeletons of all the people that I killed at spawn back in the day.
So true. So true.
Whoopsie.
That's what I was. They were after me, man.
Hey, yo.
BTT warlord.
Yeah. That's how I look at it.
Jack out here with an
I'm coming
enchanting
in.
table.
Is it okay? Am I
Whoopsie.
Inspector Trader?
Jack got it. So I still don't know. Okay, I'm
Didn't realize it would
Yeah,
tell you
we're
that.
everybody go as normal business. Orson's gonna figure this out.
Okay.
So we're just playing
I'm sure.
for a minute.
Yeah, you guys can just go and do whatever. I don't care.
I'm still
Okay. So just
All right,
do
I'm
what
gonna-
we were
yeah.
doing last time.
Just do as we were doing. Orson will fix it in the
Jack,
background.
Jack, you in need of like important loot?
All right, we are once again back in the saddle. So, not a whole hell of a lot happens at first. We basically end up kind of figuring out what things are. I find a rare sort of a diamond fossil here. It's a big deal, obviously, because that's, you know, much needed diamonds. There was an issue of some kind that I'm really not entirely certain of. Orson ended up figuring it out or getting it all, you know, fixed and whatnot. The server goes down a few times. It's really not all that important to the grand scheme of things. Just our initial alliances with people due to the initial soul bonding, all those get thrown out the window. It doesn't matter at all. We end up getting completely different people here in a second. So don't worry. I believe I get... No, we haven't done that. Yeah, 3-legged race. I believe maxitaxi ends up... Or no, it was bonded me with Orson, but Orson's an admin. And so they redo it. Bezo and Sarah. It was me and maxitaxi at this point. Yeah, that's what I thought. So basically, I'm just... you know, I'm trying to sort of get my head together, get all diamonds for, you know, diamond gear, get an enchanted diamond set of armor, all that beautiful stuff. And basically, this is just me collecting all this stuff. I'm bragging a little bit in voice chat about how I have all this stuff. And then Orson shows up here. He is streaming on Twitch, and he basically decides to, you know, do a little miniature interview for his followers to just kind of keep things interesting. And so we go on about... you know, doing that little interview as I run throughout the cave. Just doing my usual stuff. You know me. not a whole lot happens. If you want to hear all the questions that he asked me, you can go on to his channel. I think he saved the VOD. I hope he did. If not, I might release the interview itself as a separate thing if there's enough demand for it. But it's not all that amazing in and of itself. Just general questions about stuff that I've answered before, quite honestly. It's some interesting things. We do find that there is a slight issue with this. We end up seeing that people who run into the border end up killing their partner. And so I believe Sleuthing was killed here inadvertently, and then he had to be given a heart back because he was not technically dead, but he was killed by, you know, accidental mess up. So I find a zombie dungeon. Don't get it. Don't get lucky here, but you know, I do at least get a golden apple. Get some stuff together, you know, the usual garbage. Chant more stuff, make more diamond armor. Orson's basically just hanging around as a sort of just for fun at this point. I'm finding more diamond. I'm actually having so much more luck with this cave than anywhere else. There are some slight lag issues, but not too bad, just minor latency. I'm building up my XP because I know I'm going to need it for various enchanting. And I'm just trying to get, you know, everything, mining redstone where I find it, mining gold, mining iron. My goal is to go to the nether, do some piglin bartering, get more diamond while I'm down here, get iron for an anvil because I might need it later. You know, just junk like that. And this is mostly just the gathering part, because even though we're in a three-legged race and I am trying to get to maxitaxi at this point, there really isn't a huge incentive for me to break my neck to go halfway across the world to find him, even though that is technically what we're supposed to do. Realistically, you know, he's fine, I'm fine, you know, it's to my advantage to hunt and gather right now. And so that's what I'm doing. It's pretty much just bare minimum catch as catch can type of stuff. Lots of mobs here and there. I end up fighting these Endermen here in a minute. And basically I hit it real big here in a bit. And I show off to Orson how to kill Endermen. All you have to do is pillar up 3 blocks, and they can't reach you. So I scored 3 Ender Pearls out of that deal. It was pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, if Endermen ever give you an issue, you know, that's how you do it, pretty much. Do more juking and jiving of creepers, more general caving, lighting, running, roaming, gathering. It really helps to have the hitboxes enabled for a lot of these, because you can just you can spot mobs coming a mile away. It's really quite fun that you don't get jumped. I love that you genuinely can't get jumped if you've got your wits about you. And so we get lucky and find an abandoned mineshaft underneath spawn. Holy shit, this abandoned mineshaft. If I'd needed wood, this would have been it. This abandoned mineshaft had a lot of good stuff in it. As you'll see here in a minute. I enchant me up another piece of diamond. Venture farther in here in a moment. And I just start exploring. And I know immediately that there are a lot of not just cave spiders. There are those minecart chests in the abandoned mineshafts themselves. And I know that is my best chance for this. I don't get it yet. Just wait. It's so good. You'll see. And I see this is an opportunity to, you know, hit big. Maybe I'll get lucky. I end up trying to get a hold of Maxi. He ends up trying to figure out some stuff with me. I'm, of course, you know, mining more diamond, just finishing everything off. I show off to Orson, you know, the first set of full enchanted diamond on the server. Feels good, man. End up getting, you know, all my stuff smelted. I'm just sort of squaring all my stuff away, taking note of what I have, getting all the useless junk out of my inventory. And basically, I'm just answering Orson's questions. There's really not much to speak of. This mineshaft, oh my god, this mineshaft just keeps giving. More diamond here, more diamond there. I find another dungeon here in a moment. And, let's see here. Nobody really bites the dust yet either. That's the other thing. Diamonds, or not diamonds, mine shafts are really, really easy to find dungeons in. And it just, it shows, like, you can see how extensive this whole complex is. Just more gathering. I'm trying to be as careful as I can. I don't want to blow up and die and get my partner. Ah, here it is. Yes, I found it. The notch apple. Oh my god, Ellie, shut up. Yes, that's right. A notch apple. I got a notch apple. I can't believe it. It's a real shame. It really is. And basically, I just get to, you know, I get to enjoy this for a time. We do more shifting, more roaming around. My game plan at this point, because my pork is beginning to really dwindle, I'm going to get enough diamonds for Maxi, because he didn't have a full set. Obviously, I wanted to, because at this time we were allied, I wanted to, you know, get him some diamond to make a full set of armor. He already had tools. I just wanted to give, you know, everybody as good a fighting chance as I could on our team. And my next big thing was to go into the Nether, which would put me back up above Y0. Just sort of finishing off the hunting the gathering stage, because I'm getting kind of greedy at this point, but it's okay. I'm not like, I don't take any foolish risks here, so like don't worry about that. That's really not the issue. I do even try to do, and unfortunately it doesn't work out. I mentioned a technique where you make a trapdoor and you crawl on your belly at Y-59, I think it is. And this is like the most ideal level to find diamonds, so I try using the chunk mining method. Orson teleports on top of me and scares me a few times. And basically just I'm rooting around. I only find some gold, a little bit of iron and redstone, and I don't actually get any diamond this way. But I kind of go, okay, well, after I break my pickaxe here in a sec, I'm kind of like, okay, you know, good enough. Maxi and I will be pretty thoroughly decked out. He already had like one piece of diamond armor, I think. So we were okay. I was thinking, okay, now's the time to, you know, rendezvous with him. Maybe try to get everything together. And seemingly that's the first big hurdle is rendezvousing. I haven't yet quite given up on the chunk mining method, but like after I break my pickaxe, I kind of go, okay, I'm investing more diamonds into this than I'm getting out of this, which is literally zero. Like, you know, it's really not worth it. Foreskin dies to a bug, I believe, but that gets fixed. There was a lot of buggery that happens here. We'll also see here in a second another unfortunate problem that ends up happening. I believe Foreskin was tied to someone who died. Or Foreskin died accident. I don't remember what exactly happened. Just that Foreskin got, you know, victimized by a bug. And then, of course, you know, more fun stuff happens. I find the upper edges of the cave that I initially came into. I'm hungry for XP and for iron. I end up getting everything sort of arranged. I once again retreat back here and start, you know, taking note of what I got. We crash yet again. I swear we crashed like 5 times this whole session. And it just, you know, it just was, it was very messy. And unfortunately for us, this last crash, I want to say this is the last crash of the session, but I could be wrong. There may be one more after this. Ultimately doesn't matter because this is the crash that resets everything. And so I'm no longer soulbound with maxitaxi. Honestly, I kind of wish I had kept soulbound with him because, like, I get paired with a guy. You'll see here in a minute. It's me and Sirach Drop. I don't know if it went by too quickly. And yeah, like, we get screwed up and everything goes... Oh yeah, and then Duper Trooper and Vincent. Duper Trooper killed himself on purpose, from what we understand, to maliciously knock Fast Vincent out of the whole show. It was really unfortunate because, like, apparently he kept citing, like, oh, Vincent killed me in Crab Game 2 weeks ago. Like who gives a shit, you know? And yeah, it just ends up being this big debacle, and it's very unfortunate. And so basically Duper Trooper eliminated himself, and we ended up giving Vincent another 2 lives, I believe it was, just because, like, Duper was acting in bad faith, and we just kind of, like, you know, the thing is, Duper and Vincent both had the same number of lives, so Duper had to eliminate himself just to eliminate Vincent. It was really messed up. But thankfully that didn't knock poor Fast Vincent out of the whole running, because, you know, he didn't deserve that. And oh my god, cat. And so I end up finding another section of cave here, and basically just more gold, and I'm seeing more opportunities to barter with piglins. I'm still somewhat trying to find where maxitaxi went, just to, because we figure we may as well kind of sort of team up, but, like, I'm at this point, I'm not really, like, my heart's not in it anymore, just because I'm no longer soulbound to him. I'm soulbound to Surakdra. And so I'm like, I don't know if I actually want to put forth any effort to go anywhere, because what if shit goes south again? And I don't know. So I don't even really get too far out of this cave, unfortunately, before things unfortunately do go wrong. But not in a way you might think. At this point, I'm just kind of getting enamored with the caves too much, just because, you know, the lush caves are really pretty, and there's a lot of good stuff to be had here. And yeah, so I'm kind of finding it time to exit on out. My pork has already run down to, like, only a mere 3. And so I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. Time to get me some food, and hopefully I can, I don't know, maybe keep shit going, basically. Unfortunately, I also mined upward into a lava pocket at spawn. And of course there was plenty of that, so I might have to mine for quite a ways just to get out of this hot hellhole. I do manage to kind of figure out a good path out, but then I find a ruined portal, fix it real quick, put on my gold helmet, hop on in there. And this is the same opening area where I was, new portal generated. I block up all the other portals to delay anyone who might try to come through and bed bomb me, because I'm, like, deathly afraid of bed bombing at this point, because people are bragging about, like, having string and farming spiders and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, bed bombing is an entirely realistic thing that could happen. You know, best to sort of hide away out here. And then I see some glowstone, and I'm like, ah, yes, that's right, spectral arrows, I wanted to do that, yes. So let's cook up that pork I got. Oh, wow, look at this notch apple I'm using to break all this glowstone. Sure would be a shame if something were to happen. And just like that, I died. No words. The amount of panic and anger I felt was just like, I couldn't even. I just, finding a portal was my utmost priority, and maxitaxi is yelling at me all the while, hey Jack, let me help you, let me help you, let me help you. And I'm like, no, because it's hard to see. The video goes by so quickly. I also come out in the wrong fucking area. And this is the part that infuriates me. It doesn't take me back to the same section of Nether, and I get turned around really quick, and I'm being chased by piglins at the same time. So, like, getting to where I was is a nightmare, and figuring out where I am in relation to where I was is even more of a nightmare. So I'm like, I need some tools, I need something to get me going, and I make some quick wooden shit. And at this point, I'm like, oh, it's too late. All my stuff is despawned. I'm in the area, but I can't find the specific part that I need to be in. And the part that I was saying was hard. I finally do find the area where I died. As I thought, everything is gone. It all despawned. The reason is not just because I got into the Nether and loaded everything. It's really hard to see because the video goes by so quickly right before I died, but you can kind of pause it, and if you look real hard, you can see a name tag. It's Fast Vincent. He died, or he was near where I died. So he was loading the chunks the whole time, completely unaware. And I didn't want to tell him, hey, fast Vincent, go pick up my stuff, because there's a notch apple among my stuff. I don't want him having that. I don't want anyone having that. At the very least, it despawned and it's in no one's possession to my knowledge. So I don't have to worry about that. But now I'm hungerless, I'm hungry, I'm weaponless, I'm destitute, and I have no choice but to ask Bezo to help me. And we quickly hop along the bedrock here before we go back to his little humble abode. He's kind enough to take me in. You know, we both got 2 hearts ironically, because of both of us died to the same person's antics, Ciroc drop. And so he gets me in, and basically I just, you know, take up refuge. I ended up angering an Enderman without realizing, and so I burrow under Momana's grave without knowing that it's poor Momana's grave. And I desecrated a grave, and everybody gets all pissed at me, but, you know, it's more in good fun than anything else. And it's basically just me trying to get shit together to avoid, you know, losing everything as it was. And so I'm having to start over from scratch. I set a bed real quick. I, you know, get some very, very meager food. I rebuild Momana's death monument, I hopefully made it better, I don't know. And I just sort of go from there. Refreshed eyes because of his partner, I want to say. A lot of people get eliminated here just because the carelessness of another person ends up dooming their partner. And yeah, I was very much on the receiving end of that. Ciroc Drop was on his last life when he died. I believe he tumbled down a height that was too far or something like that. So that's what killed me. He fell to death, and that subsequently killed me as well. So that's how that happened. I'm just kind of getting my bearings, trying to figure out what I want to do. Sleuthing is here from the first episode. He was in voice chat with me the entire time, the first episode, but not a whole lot really came of that. Yeah, like, he's on 1 life, but, like, he's choosing to be cool. So, you know, I make a shield because I have no armor. Make an iron pick. Oh, Refresh finally dies here. Yeah, he dies permanently. I think his partner killed him by accident. I don't remember. Doesn't really matter. He's eliminated now. It's very sad. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of it. I go off in search of berries because that's it's berries or nothing. And I'm looking for iron. That fucking Enderman from earlier shows up. The Enderman does not kill me. What kills me is Ciroc Drop is in Spectator, and Orson puts him into adventure mode for some reason, and so Ciroc suffocates in rock. Well, we're still linked, because soulbounding, you know, still works that way, even though he's eliminated. So Orson puts me into Spectator mode so that I can fly back to where I was, gives me my heart back. I'm not really sure why all this happened, it just kind of accidentally happens. And so now I've got stone tools and a piddly little shield, and I'm going off to in search for iron. Find a somewhat deep section of cave. Ciroc contacts me and says, "Hey, look, I want to, you know, come to you and have Orson put me back into survival mode so that I can give you all my stuff." And so that's exactly what Ciroc does. And thank God, because that was, oh man, oh my God, like, this was such a boon. Bless him so much for doing this. I was so mad at him for dying, because he died to a foolish risk. That was the worst part. He didn't even die to, like, a mob or something that was out of his control. He jumped and couldn't make the jump and fell to his death. Like, that was the epitome of a foolish risk. And, like, it just set everything back so badly. And it ended up being that he redeemed himself wonderfully. And so I ended up getting, you know, I'm like 1 diamond shy. I find another dungeon. No notch apple. I don't get that lucky twice. So sad. And so that's pretty well the end of it. Everybody's talking about shutting down the server, and I'm like, okay, well, I got to go back. Hopefully, you know, just take inventory, get everything back together. I'm 1 diamond off from another full set of diamond armor again. So I'm going to have to prioritize doing that. And I make a new bed, enchant my stuff, and I run off into the hinterlands because apparently the next episode is going to be PvP related. Apparently. I don't know. I noticed the bed was missing here, and I'm like, oh shit. Time to time to rectify that, because I've got enough string from that spider dungeon that I don't have to worry about that. And so that's the end of it, pretty much. And yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Oh, man, what a trip it has been, am I right? Like, oh man, just an emotional roller coaster. That phrase does not do justice to just how much of a crazy up and down mess it all was. And it was fun. It really was, but like, yeah, we were vehemently warned in general chat by Bezo that if you didn't have diamond armor and you were not decked out and ready to fight, next episode you are in trouble. So, thankfully, I was able to pretty well get myself back into a position where I can rectify that. I'm hoping we don't all end up like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. The Soul Link mechanic was really kind of all over the place, in my opinion. And it could have been better, in all honesty. It really could have been. But it didn't end too terribly in and of itself. We made it work as best as possible. In Bezo's own words, he said it toward the end in general chat, that we really trimmed the fat this episode. And yeah, I kind of feel like we did to a degree, but like at the same time, I don't know. There really wasn't any way for us to do like a practice run or any sort of, you know, to get everything in order. To like, this was flying by the seat of our pants at its finest. And to be fair, like, you know, raw gameplay where we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what will happen. Like, when I was mining that glowstone there, I was like, yeah, everything's coming together. Everything's good. Yeah. You know, I'm probably one of the better equipped players. Like, maybe life is, you know, the luck has smiled on me thus far. Yeah, everything's going to be great. And then it wasn't. And so, here we stand. Who the hell knows what's going to happen from here? Oh, but anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. I'd like to thank you all for sticking around, and stay tuned. We will not be doing this episode, so this will be episode 3, until after New Year's. I don't know precisely when that's going to be. We were supposed to have done an episode, what was it, like 2 Saturdays ago before Christmas, but the stars didn't align. From what I understand, Turban, who was hosting the server in Germany, was asleep, and so could not actually turn the server on. Therefore, we couldn't do anything. So Orsund ended up hosting the server for us, and that's how we got that all working. So this was a makeup episode. That's why it comes at such an odd timing. In my opinion, personally, we probably should have just waited until New Year's to do all of this, to do episode 1 and go from there. But whatever, you know, crazy, unexpected things are just it's just part and parcel of a large organization, of a game like this. It just is what it is. And with that, I will catch y'all next time. Y'all take care. See you later.